it's that time to get started. So welcome everyone. Who read the Mercury News today? Anybody read the Merc? Friend or foe?
Today is a friend.
Today the friend? You know, when you read the article, it was interesting, and I've got some of the stats over here that when I was looking at it. Some of it makes, you know, really positive information, but on the flip side, as we know as realtors, we're having a heck of a time getting our buyers into properties. So some of the highlights in this thing was Santa Clara County median sales price, existing family homes was $720 in April of 2012 and has a 21% increase in the last 12 months. It's easy to say for me. Alameda County was $510. It has a 36% increase. And San Mateo has a 27% increase over the last 12 months.
And I have that on our stats.
And Dave has that on our stats, which you'll be able to print out or watch later. But with that information, they also said, you know, prices were way up, but sales were way down. And so when we look at that number and go, wow, sales are down. Well, then why are the sales down?
No inventory.
Nothing to sell. So read this article because you know your clients will, and you want to make sure that when they ask you that question, because they kind of go, well, what's going on here? Is the market slowing down? No, it's red hot. Problem is we don't have anything to sell. So the values are definitely going up. The best way to get a hold of us? Tour at willowglentour.com is the email address, and everything should be sent there. All your requests, all your comments, and all your thoughts. All right, with that, let's look what's happened in the last week. Sales, Richland Avenue. Congratulations, Holly. All right, Richland. Dry Creek Road is highlighted 333 days. So, $1.6 million. Was that just a lot? No, that's a house on there. Is that the one Ross had? Jeffrey? Isn't that Ross's? All right, New Jersey Avenue at 51 days. Spencer, 4 days. Gunnar, 4 days. California, 17 days. Houston, 63 days. Frobisher, Delenn, Hudson, Schooldale, Sunbonnet, Telfer, Rubino, Kirtner, Hamilton, and Quinto. Now, numbers are slowly creeping up. 64, I look back in the history, we hadn't had 64 listings since November of last year. So that doesn't seem like much, but thank you, Dave. But the numbers are starting to creep up. I think we're all starting to see a little bit of a slowdown in the craziness on offers. Anybody agree to that? Yeah. Not as many multiple offers, but you know, instead of 12, there's 7. Yeah. But we think that there's a bit of a slowdown and the inventory started climbing, which is actually a good thing because we do need a more balanced market. So let's look at what we're going to look at on tour today. Cherry Grove, Rich Robinson. Are you here, Rich? Rich, how are you?
We found out they want to go on the market Monday morning, so we're here, and thank you very much for having the tour. This is a lovely home, 2,200 plus square feet, 4 bedroom, 3.5 bath. Please come see it. Beautiful home.
Well, there you are, Danny, down here at the end. Let's see if I can weave my way through.
Good morning, I'm Danny Thoreau. The property is 2213 Foxworthy Avenue. That's that stretch. That's that stretch between Lance and Bascom, which gets much wider. It's a 4-bedroom, 3-bath, 2716 on the footage. The only original part of the structure is the living room and the 2 front bedrooms. The rest is all addition. It's got first-class addition, got all your bells and whistles. Gourmet kitchen, preparation island, nice hardwood floors, dark walnut floors. Plus, in addition to that, it's 560 square foot detached self-contained cottage on an 11,000 square foot lot. Asking price $1,248,000. We'll be looking for offers anytime after today. I'm sure you'll be impressed with the property. Thank you.
All right, Danny, thank you. Good to see you again. All right, Ann, we talked. Where are you? There you are, Ann. Well, I'm glad you're here. Talk briefly about New Jersey.
This is a listing at about 4 doors in from Kirtner on New Jersey. It was totally remodeled after my clients purchased it in 2007. And it has 3 bedrooms plus an office and beautiful kitchen, 2 bedrooms and a bath upstairs and master is down. It's 1,832 square feet for $799. So please come by and see it. Thanks.
All right, Ann, thank you. All right, Lisa Glover, you're representing the March team today?
I am.
All right.
Hi, we have 1623 Newstead on tour. It's a 4-3. Square footage is 1823 per seller. It's different than on county records. We can talk to David about that. And the master is permitted, maybe. Talk to David about that. That's all I got.
And if you have any other problems, talk to David about that too. Oh, Monica Farnsworth, I know you. Here you go.
Thank you. This is a great opportunity, guys. It's a fixer-upper on Edgewood, which is right between, Books and Elementary and Hicks. It's a nice lot. It needs everything. It's a 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath right now, but nice large lot, and you guys will see it. It's a good builder opportunity.
All right, Bonnie, where are you? Right there. Bonnie Childs, your first time too, right?
Yes.
Welcome.
So I have the only listing in Dry Creek Village. It's actually a 4-bedroom, 2.5. The loft is a beautiful, updated bedroom. Its own air conditioner, 2 windows, one looking out on the mountains. Really a delightful retreat. The other 3 bedrooms are on the 2nd floor. This has been updated by a previous owner. You'll love seeing it. 2010 is the county records per appraisal, 2,200. So it's a good alternate to a single family home in the 725 listed price. I guess that covers it. Anyone who's not going on tour, please contact me. I brought some brochures.
All right, so now you guys can see me now instead of me hanging out back behind there. Let's talk about what went pending. As we saw on the front sheet, there were 17, but let's see what the money adds up to. So a little bit behind where we were last year. So we're at 904 this year and compared to 928. So we had a blip last year because when we look at the average for the last 12 weeks, it was down at 780. So as you can see, we're still well above our pace for where we were in 2012. And in fact, when you do that percentage, it's a 16% gain. So as we move away from dollars, want to go into units. You saw that on the front page at 17, and 17 is kind of the number right now because when we look at that for where we're at this week, it's also right about where our average is. So if we look at our 12-week average, we're at 18, so we're 1 unit below where we normally are at. As you can see, the numbers are much higher last year in the amount of units, and that's due to 2 different things. First of all, it wasn't as many multiples, and Mike's doing a better job of scrubbing to make sure things don't hit the list twice during their escrow period. We move away from our units, we talk about what our count is, and I'm going to be starting to get you the 2011 numbers as well. I don't quite have them until a little bit later in the year because I didn't start tracking it then. But when we look at our count, we're at 64. As you see on the front of the page, we're at 71 last year, so you can see that differential, very, very small. We've only got a 7-unit differential from where we were last year to this year. That was an anomaly, I think, because when you look at the 12-week average, it was at 86 last year. We're at 58, so we're actually ahead of pace and gaining inventories, which is good. If you're curious of what that percentage was of 2012 versus 2013, it's a 10% differential. It's 9.8 something, but 10%. All right, so if we move away to our days on market, this is really the hero of where we're at as far as a statistic that you really want to share with people. Because even though we had a transaction that took 333 days on Dry Creek Road, our average is 38. Now that's up a little bit, but that's due to that one taking almost a year to go pending. Last year it was at 25, so it was a good week last year. But when you average everything out, it took about 63 days last year, and it took 25 this year on average. So that 38 obviously is bringing that count up, but it's continuing to go down every single week in regards to that days on market. They just don't stay on very long. Now that we've done Willow Glen, I'm going to talk about areas 1 through 23, which I like to call the greater San Jose area. And basically, that's going to cover your South County through Sunnyvale, Cupertino, Los Gatos, as well as obviously San Jose. When we hit over the 1,200 mark, we're at 1,208 this week versus 1,457 last year this week. And that is combining the single families and the condo PUD market together. You notice the differential is only 248. So as you see, that continues to get closer and closer together, not just in Willow Glen, but in the greater San Jose area as well. When we look at our pendings, I should tell you that we're up 45 for the week. We were up about 70, so we're about, we didn't bring on as many on this week as we did last week. We look at our pendings, we're at 2148 versus 3592, or a difference of about 1,400 there. That number is also up. It's only up 7 units for the week, so it's relatively the same as where we were last week, which is a good indicator, because if we only had 7 more pendings, but yet we had 45 more listings, that means obviously we're bringing on more inventory. When we look at our percentage of what's in contract, that number's starting to drop, which is cool. So we're at 62.2, but the biggest drop is actually in the Class 2 properties. So your condos and townhouses are at 69.4, and that's actually a 12-month low in regards to the percentage in contract. So we were hovering in the 70s, so now we're hitting into the high 60s, and again, that's a 12-month low. I did pull up some other statistics as well. We're going to switch gears from being 1 through 23 to kind of showing the Greater Bay Area, or basically what MLS Listings covers for their territory. And the green line is Santa Clara County. And the interesting thing with this is what this chart is showing is basically the last 10 years to kind of show the peak. Now, I enhanced this a little bit so you can kind of see where we're at. So the blue line's kind of showing where we were back in 2006, where it hit the high between 6 and 7, and we're almost at that high. The next slide will actually kind of demonstrate that a little better as well. So as we look here, we're at 865 all the way on the left, and we're at 800 for our median price in Santa Clara County. So if we look at that, we're only 65,000, or 8% differential of where we were for the 10-year high on that. So we're getting really close to where our all-time highs were. As we look at that statistic said another way, this is kind of showing some of the statistics that Mike read off in the paper. This is, I've highlighted the Santa Clara County. You can see the inventory. When they say inventory, this is all of Santa Clara County now. This is not just 1 through 23. They say we're off 41%. Our closed sales are off only by 3%. So that number is 994 versus 1,023 last year for amount of closed sales for the month of April. And this is a year-over-year comparison, so this is April versus April. The days on market is the column all the way on the right, where it says that it's 26 for the county versus 58 last year, or basically a drop of 55% of how many days it takes for a place to go pending. That median price is the one thing that we did want to really highlight, so I blew it up for you. So we're $795 this year versus $639 last year, or a 24% increase. And as you can see, that is quite huge. Monterey County did have a bigger percentage change, as did Santa Cruz County, but you can see that their numbers are still below us, San Mateo being a little bit higher. As we wanted to, that was just isolating the single families. Now we're going to look at the condo townhouses. Not going to go over all of those things, but basically the thing to highlight again is the days on market, 65% differential there. So 19 days on market this year versus 55 last year. And when we look at that median price number, I'll blow that up for you. So that's showing 47% change year over year in your condo townhouse category. When we're at 509 this year versus 347, excuse me, 347.5 last year, or a 47% increase. So if you sold any condo townhouses back in the day, now's the time to reach out to your past clients and see if they want to get in to upgrade into a single family or something like that. I hope you guys enjoyed these stats. I, as always, will put them on Facebook as soon as I can get to today. And if you're not a social user, but you want to get these stats, you can always email me. You can use the tour, Willow Glen Tour email, or you can use mine as well. It's coming up on the screen now. Thank you for your attention. Enjoy tour and have a great day.
Thank you, Dave. Great stats. Okay, let's talk about some new listings in Willow Glen.
Yeah, I've got a brand new construction house going on the market probably in the next 2 weeks. It should be done by next Friday, hopefully, and then we'll be on the tour the week after. On 1914 McBain, about 6-7 houses down off of Lee Avenue. Similar to the one we did over on Campagna, but a little bit trickier with an outdoor kitchen, big outdoor living room, over 4,000 square feet on a 10,000 plus square foot lot. Brand new construction will be going on the market probably around $1,950,000.
Hi, Sammy Ashford with Coldwell Banker. A listing on Cherry Garden Lane, 1516 Cherry Garden Lane. It will go live next Tuesday. We'll be on tour next Thursday here as well. It's a 3.5 hardwood floor throughout. It's been updated. double pane windows. The kitchen is tile, but it's nice tile. Other than that, everything else has been updated. Will be about $1,085,000.
Great. How many bedrooms?
What's a 3.5?
I'm sorry?
What is a 3.5?
You said 3.5.
Three bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms. I'm ahead of myself here.
You're paying 3.5% commission, right?
That's what it is.
I wish.
Come on, Sandy, step it up.
My number is 888-7800.
Great, thanks. So I've got, Patrick and I have a new listing coming up at 1176 Settle. It's a brand new construction, a little over 2,900 square feet, 2-story. It has a beautiful portico shade driveway on it, a nice lot, all brand new, 5 bedrooms. And that'll be coming up probably around the 1st of June, maybe right after Memorial Day weekend. And that'll be $1,499,000. So
What is this square foot?
a little over 2,900. Holly, you got something?
I have a little one on Nevada. It's a 2-2, about almost 8,000 square foot lot. The house is about 1,200. It's been remodeled, but you probably want to do a little bit more. Should be on in about a week and a half. We're going to do $849,000.
How big is the lot?
It's almost 8,000 square foot lot. Holly Bar.
I have a listing coming on in 2 weeks. It's on Delmas. It's on the block of Delmas that's south of Willow, so down by Dorothy and the new McCarthy homes down there. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, all remodeled. Bathrooms and kitchens have all been done in the last 5 years. Hardwood floors. About 1,200 square feet, 7,000 square foot lot. It has a awesome outdoor kitchen with warming drawers and a sink, built-in barbecue, granite countertops, a kegerator, as well as an entertainment area with a beautiful built-in fireplace. Really a nice house. We're going to go on at $650,000. Wow. 2 weeks.
Good morning, everybody. Kelly and myself have 1241 Malone coming up. It's probably going to be about 3 weeks. We're putting a new roof on right now. It's actually the personal home of Rose Construction. I've done about 9 deals with them, and they do a real nice job. It's got wood windows, real nice family room kitchen set up, and a great master. It's a 3-2, 2,000 square feet, and it's going to be listed at $1,199,000.
Hi, I've got 1684 McBain. It's an 11,000 square foot lot, 1,776 square foot house, 3 bedrooms, coming on the market next week. There'll be a sign up on Saturday. It's got over $60,000 worth of landscaping in the front and the back. So if you were to tear the house down and start all over, you can still save the landscaping, owned by a guy who owns a landscaping company. So it's beautiful. This is Julie Davis Salon Pinel. It'll be priced at $1,049,000.
So if you got somebody looking for that condo townhome, I have a really nice loft coming up in Japantown in Mariani Square. It'll probably be on by the end of the weekend. It's about 1,800 square feet. It's got the nice concrete floors, the exposed ducting up top. It's 2 bedrooms or 2 bathrooms and 1 bedroom, but the downstairs has the ability to sort of section one area off and do a 2nd bedroom. And the downstairs bathroom has been really nicely remodeled with beautiful slate. So it's going on at $440,000. Nora with Serena Group, 528-563.
I'll go fast. Hi, Nikki Benucci. I've got 3 listings coming up. I'll rattle them off really quick. In Almaden, I have a townhouse that's the biggest in the Copperwood townhouses, 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 1,600 square feet, going on at $650,000 in 2 weeks. I also have one on Porter Lane in San Jose, which is in the East Foothills on your way up to Mount Hamilton. Gorgeous views, 4-bedroom, 3-bath, completely remodeled, 2,360 square feet, going on at $775,000. Gorgeous. I mean, it's almost dizzying up there. And then last one on Walnut Grove, just north of Valley Fair. Also gorgeous house, rebuilt 13 years ago, 4-bedroom, 3-bath, almost 3,000 square feet, just at 880 Bascom area, going on at $850,000. It was on the market for with another agent at 1.2. We are doing a fire sale. That will be a big one in 2 weeks. Call me Nikki Benucci. Thanks.
This one is practically Willow Glen, just on San Andreas Avenue, right near the corner of Jarvis, just near where Foxworthy becomes, or Foxworthy and Bookson are. 3-bedroom, 2-bath. We're going to go on about $650,000. It's coming on at the end of the month. 1,300 square feet, 7,000 square foot lot. It's going to be a beautiful house. So I'm Greg Otero, 386-2556, just across the street from Willow Glen.
Okay, on the MLS today or tomorrow, Mulberry, the real desirable part without the sidewalks.
1661 is the address. There's 3,200 square feet on the house, 4 bedrooms, 3 full baths, a large bonus room or office. It needs paint and it needs some staging, but she doesn't want to do it, so we're coming out at $1,650,000. Should be on today or tomorrow. And also, Newport is coming back on the market. Well, it's on the market, but we had like 2 showings because that blue was god awful. So they're painting it this week and staging it, so it will be restored to its original splendor. So don't forget about Newport. Come and see it. $2,349,000, 3,771 square feet.
Well, I want to thank everybody for being here today. I want to thank Dave for doing the stats. If there's anything else, hopefully we've covered everything. Find a friend and we'll see you at the first house. Take care.